We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Dallas Mavericks come in for this one. We're in Detroit, Michigan. The Pistons are playing before their hometown crowd. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And here are the Mavericks now. Following the miss by Kate Cunningham. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That free throw, no good.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now, here's...
That's as good as it gets. Woo!
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Here's Gafford. It's hauled in by Harris. Inside. Back to Thompson. Pistons passing it around. Back to Duren. Pass to Thompson. 6 to shoot. That's a 2 from Cunningham. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
To the paint. Here's Gafford. Thompson with the rebound. Here are the Pistons with the ball. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Robinson. Rebounded by Gafford. Flag with it. It's stolen by Duren. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And here is Jenkins. Gafford with the steal. Fast break Dallas. Screen by Gafford. Lobbed up there for Gafford. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Count it, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Clock at 6. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Pass to LeVert. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. High post Stewart. And the rejection by Gafford. And they get it back. And it's LeVert missing. The Mavericks trail. Here's Christie. To the middle. Here's Washington. Over in the corner, Christie. Pass to Flag. Here he goes. Rebound, Detroit. .102 left in the first quarter. Here's Jenkins. And the rejection by Gafford. Here's Flag. Now, Washington. No scoring in this one. Pass to Flag. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
On the wing, Christie. Back to Gafford. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first one falls. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Deep 2 from Robinson. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And the horn signals the end of the first. Not much offense so far. Pistons lead by 1. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
They needed a jolt from that second unit, and that's exactly what they got.
Substitution on the floor.
Nembhard with it. Down low. Shot clock at 5. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Outside Williams. There's a good screen. To the inside. Outside for Bagley. Three-pointer on the way. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Cunningham looking it over. Takes it inside. Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line. It's good from Cunningham.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Mavericks trailed by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And finished off by Bagley.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And a wide-open look for Cunningham. No good from outside. To the middle. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And the Mavericks making a change here. Pass to Herter. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Now, here's Thompson. Down low. Shot clock at 6. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The Pistons have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Dallas with the ball. Trailing by 2. Pass to Gafford. Here's Flagg. Pulls it from 20. It's hauled in by Harris. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Here's Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Now about 3 minutes gone in his second quarter of basketball. Rebounded by Gafford. Mavericks trailed by 4. It's Nembhard on the wing. Pass to Gafford. In the corner, it's Flagg. Back to Gafford. No good with the layup. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. A nice shot by Reed. Reed's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pistons. Inside, here's Gafford.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Back to Herter. A three-pointer off the mark. Mavericks trailed by 4. To the paint. Here's Gafford. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Gafford's got 4 points in the quarter.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Mavericks making a switch here. And the Pistons with possession here. Here's Cunningham. Detroit, no good that time either. Back to Christie. Screen by Gafford. Inside. And Gafford throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And here's Cunningham. Pass to Robinson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Robinson's got his first points in this one.
It took a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Here's Flag. Stolen by LeVert. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pistons ahead. They lead by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Gafford. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Jalen Duren.
That's a really nice pass. This is why they like to get the ball to Flag and let him be the decision maker.
The Pistons leading. From deep, Herter keeps it alive. Pass to Holland. And here's LeVert. Drills the three-pointer. LeVert's got himself on the board with 3 there.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor it.
Now, here's Marshall. Pass to Gafford. Some nice passing here by Dallas. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. No good on the second free throw. Finally, he gets one to fall. Cunningham outside. Outside Robinson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. So it's the Mavericks now. And then Washington with the dunk.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. On the wing, Christie. Still without a basket. Here's Washington. 5 to shoot. Pass to Gafford. To the inside. Flag. Defense that time from Duren. Harris outside. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Dallas ball. The Mavericks trail. For the tie. Rebound by the Pistons. And stolen by Christie. Down low. Pass to Washington. For the lead. The offensive rebound. And that one's good. Flag. Flag's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
And how about the energy from Flag on the offensive glass, keeping the possession alive and converting.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Now Jenkins, still scoreless. From 11 feet away. No good, shot missing. They can grab their first lead of the game with the bucket.
Kevin, this is a huge possession.
Shoots a fader. Washington, that's good. Washington's got the lead up to 2 now for the Mavs. Here's LeVert. Herter on the wing. Off the mark, and the drought continues. There's 1:59 left to play in the third. Pass to Washington. Back to Gafford. Here's Flag. Now Washington offline with his 3. To the middle. Here's Stewart. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
And how about the recognition there from LeVert? Coaching staff will appreciate that kind of ball movement.
And it's Flag missing. Here's Herter. And stolen by Christie. Here's Jenkins. Pass to LeVert. Now Herter. Now Jenkins. For the 3. He can't get it to go. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Chris takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. LeVert with it. Fires from deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Jenkins got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Inside. Here's Gafford. A second chance effort. Detroit with the rebound.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
Pass to Washington. Here's Flag. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of a possession.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pistons. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. It's a one-point game. Outside Robinson. There's the triple. And Cade Cunningham with the 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Bagley the screen. Loud pass to Bagley. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, great timing there. Bagley gets off the ground so quickly, gives the defense no chance to react.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
Down low. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
All right, Allie, thank you.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring when Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
But what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
And Cunningham with the slam.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
Nembhard. And the three misses. Detroit leading by 6. Middleton pulls it down. Now, here's Marshall. Off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Harris. The three doesn't go. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That's his first foul. And here's Marshall.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And the first one drops. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Pistons leading. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Now Durham. Washington rips down the rebound. Gafford inside. Count the basket.
Now, that's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. .144 left in the fourth. The shot misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off, and it forced the miss.
Stepping up, Bagley lives to compete. He wants the ball when the game is on the line. This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And that one falls for Holland.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
And it's Martin penetrating. Stewart with the steal.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Herter there for the rebound. Here's Holland. throws it into a reverse with a jam.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And a different look here for the Pistons. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the strike there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. Dallas with the ball.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, they need a quick bucket and a foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Not sure the miracle, Greg, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
Driving the lane, and that's in there. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They lead by 6. Guys, your thoughts?
And a surprising timeout here with the game in the bag.
Yeah, well, obviously the coach sees something he doesn't like.
And stolen by Christie. And so the Pistons take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did it.
And now ready to bring you some basketball action. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. And it's Cleveland to start out. Allen lays it up and banks it in.
Nice job by Allen inside, getting the ball in a good spot and finding a way to execute.
Pass to Brown. Tatum with a screen. The drive by Brown. And the jam by Brown.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Counted from distance.
He can do a lot with the ball, but Brown is just as good playing off the ball. He's always ready to catch and fire.
Here's Allen. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Pass to Gonzalez. And here is Vucevic. Allen defending. Tatum's shot is good.
You can't give up these corner three balls to Tatum. That is a recipe for disaster.
Cleveland working the ball around now. Here's Mobley. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Right side Brown. Here's Tatum. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Tatum's got 5.
What hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
Pass to Allen. Here's Wade. Clock at 6. Allen a screen. Throws it up high. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And Cleveland making a change here. And here are the Celtics. They're on a 10-2 run here. Picked by Vucevic. To the inside. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Doing exactly what you expect. Vuce setting a solid screen that gets things going.
Harden can't hit.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
Here's Tyson. Back to Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Allen. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. 6 points for Jared Allen.
Fantastic work from Allen. Taking the contact on the chin, burying the shot.
There's Tatum with the 3. The rebound by Allen. Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's White. No made baskets yet. Here's Gonzalez. Oh, throw it down. Wow. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Here's Pritchard. We've got 1:13 left now in the first quarter. Inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
To the paint. Pass to Tyson. And here's Allen. Merrill outside. No good with the triple. Boston leading by 6. Pritchard with it. Harden picks him up. Count that one.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And this is why you feed the big fella Allen on the inside. With his size, he is a major threat anywhere around that hoop.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Pass to Tomlin. Merrill outside. Now here's Harden. Back to Merrill. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Boston out in front. They're up by 4. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Pass to Queta. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Down low. Here's Allen. Here's Tyson. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Boston leading by 6. Here's Shireman. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Allen. Pass to Merrill. Outside Pritchard. And the 3 off target. And here are the Cavaliers now. The 3 is up. The shot by Merrill, no good. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Spins. Tatum. Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
How about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Pass to Allen. Outside Schroeder. And here's Merrill. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed. Merrill's got 5.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. The Celtics making a switch here. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Brown with a screen. There's Tatum with the 3. Fires in the triple. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Here's Allen. Pass to Tyson. Now Merrill. 6 on the shot clock.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And here's Brown for 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And there's the lob. Pritchard with a steal. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Celtics lead by 6. To the inside. Here's Tatum. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Oh, stolen by Harden. Fast break Cleveland. And it's Harden with the big finish.
That has to hurt if you're the defense. Harden getting fancy with the jam.
Outside White. Outside Brown. Three-pointer. Downtown Jaylen Brown.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Back to Wade. To the middle. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
What coaches love about Allen is he finds points. You don't have to run a ton of stuff for him.
Outside White. Jacks up a 3. No luck on that one. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 5. Back to Harden. Inside. Here's Wade. And he elevates for the jam. Jason Tatum on the receiving end.
Just watch James Harden. It's beautiful. He plays at his own pace. He anybody in the game.
Here's Keita. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And Cleveland has possession. Merrill into the lane. Basket counts. Now just a 1-point Celtic lead.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And here's Brown for three. Again, the miss by the Celtics. To the paint. Here's Allen. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Allen's got 14.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cleveland on top, leading by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Outside, Brown. Back to White. The three. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Count it. 16 points for Jared Allen.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Pass to Vucevic. Let's go with a three. Gonzalez misses. Here's Wade. Cleveland working the ball around now. Back to Mobley. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Tatum.
The length of Mobley, that's what's challenging for many defenders, which is why you pretty much resort to fouling.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both. This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. The Celtics with the lead. Outside, Brown. No good on the triple. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
On the wing, Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Mobley. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And it's Mitchell, the miss. The Celtics on offense. Pass to Tatum. Nice D from Allen. Mitchell on the attack. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
He's had that move, saved that for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Pass to Allen. Outside for Mitchell. Now Mobley. Back to Mitchell. Mobley on a screen. And he lobs it up top. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
It must be nice to have a 7-footer like Mobley that you can just throw pretty much anything out there and he'll go get it.
Pass to Gonzalez. Takes the three. The shot misses. The Cavaliers lead by 3. Here's Mitchell. And a big-time jam. He slams it right over Vucevic.
Now the defense has no answer for Mitchell's leaping ability. This man goes up and he will put it down on you quick.
And the power finish by Vucevic.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Tatum brings a double team. Here's Allen. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That one on White. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Allen, no good on the free throw.
A pure 5. Jared Allen isn't trying to shoot a bunch of threes. He bangs down low, he rebounds, protects the paint. He is a rare breed.
Second chance shot. And Mobley with the layup. Mobley's got 6 points.
Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
Inside. Here's Tatum. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Smart play by Tatum, using the fake to get the contact.
Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And so Tatum nails both of them. 1:14 left to play in the 3rd. Queta pulls it in. Celtics trail by 5. And Boston pushing it up now. And Tatum drills the 3.
What's special about him is he is a natural leader and an active scorer. When Tatum is firing off the catch, you know he's feeling it.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Here's Merrill. Knocks down the triple. He's got 12.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
It's stolen. Outside Pritchard. Back to Tatum. It could go. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. The Cavaliers on top. They lead by a bucket. And time to step away quickly. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. The Cavaliers leading. Here's Harden. Here's Tyson. And he goes in for the dunk.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Ooh, stolen by Harden. Merrill with it. Picked up by Tatum. Here's Wade. He got a piece of it. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Shireman. Nice ball movement by Boston. The floater. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Boston making a switch here. On the wing, Wade fires for 3. Harden the open look. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
The D has to know Harden is looking to shoot because that's what he does. Whenever he gets a chance, especially from the mid-range.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Left side, Harden. 6 to shoot. Tatum with a steal. Here's Shireman. From outside, off the mark. Cleveland leading by 4. Harden with it. Now guarded by Brown. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th now. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Tyson. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
That's the way. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. Harden fires. Knocks Down the trifecta. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball. It's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
Schroeder with it. Pritchard picks him up. Oh, touches it off the glass.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And White has got the ball here for Boston. They trail by 11. Tatum with a screen. Here's Vucevic.
2 minutes.
White outside. Here's the pass to Brown. Oh, no good. Unable to win this run. Now Harden. Tatum with a steal. Stolen by Harden. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Celtics trail by 11. Jaylen Brown. No good from 3.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Allen a screen.
When you combine his length and leaping ability, Allen is a ridiculous lobber.
Anticipated the pass. It's a turnover.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Cavaliers.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jarrett Allen.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Tatum with a screen. Now White. Jacks up a 3. Oh, it doesn't go. And here comes Cleveland. Some momentum. A 15-2 run underway. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Mobley. And here's Harden. Clock at 4.
When you're looking at top pick-and-roll partners, Mobley is squarely in that discussion.
And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Thank you for joining us.